Jack Smith.
Apes. Goddamn apes. This is bleary-eyed Jack Smith. Your internet buddy, Jack Smith. Again. Again, bleary-eyed. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I guess I'm just always going to be bleary-eyed and low energy when I do these things. So there will always be an X factor of imagine how good it would have been if Jack Smith was on top of his game. But my world traveling significant other just returned from a world traveling adventure, and she was obviously jet lagged and reacclimating to fucking daylight savings time, which Jack Smith obviously is not a fan of daylight savings time. Didn't save me any fucking daylight. I drove to work this morning. Drove to work this morning, was fucking pitch dark. Hang on. Something in my friggin' throat. Anyway, so yeah. But as pissed off as I am about daylight savings time, I'm even more pissed off about the EPA. I'm even more pissed off about Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali recently in a protest against the orange president, Mustafa Ali stepped down from his position as a high-ranking official at the EPA. His title escapes me, but it was a combination of bullshit words, including administrator, associate, something. But the of environmental justice. Environmental justice. Environmental fucking justice. Now you can imagine, and this douchebag worked there for 24 years. Environmental justice, that area of the EPA, created under empty-headed retard George H.W. Bush. Really dumb president. And for 24 years, this dude has been making God knows how much money. $100,000 a year. I mean, they throw that number around the government like, I think the average government worker makes like $100,000 a year. I think that's it. But so environmental justice. Whenever the government wants to piss away massive sums of money, they attach the word justice to something, because justice is a very gray area, and you can include all sorts of reparations from the past in it. Apparently this branch of the EPA has doled out millions and millions and millions of dollars to community groups over the years to defend those who would have no voice, because they either don't give a shit or are too stupid or don't have any money. One of those three things. Um, so, in essence, this area of the EPA just funnels money to Democrat community groups. That's the sole purpose of it, to funnel money to Democrats, community organizers like President Hussein was. Um, and the actual job of these community groups is, of course, to load up vans with voters and get them voting to, you know, extend the party's base as much as possible. Um, so Mustafa Ali pulls a Jan Brady and steps down because Trump has no interest in blah, blah, blah. I mean, he was stepping down because he knows Trump is going to investigate this and he's going to get caught doing what he's been doing all these fucking years, pissing away our tax dollars, working strictly for the Democrat Party, doing absolutely nothing for the environment, doing nothing for poor people, you know, promoting all the fake platforms that actually keep them poor, while giving them an Obama phone. I would not be surprised if Obama phones were handed out to facilitate communication in case there was an environmental issue that these downtrodden folks had to report. Because how can you report it without an Obama phone? So, you know, it all comes together. It all comes together. Uh, why these government people stepping down think anyone gives a shit? I mean, maybe they're just sending a message to their own party that things are at a critical point, because um, the attorney general fired a bunch of lawyers, like every attorney general does ever. They replaced the lawyers. Although when George Bush did it, when Trump did it, it's fired, ousted. When Obama did it, it's replaced. As far as the retard news goes. So out of steam again. Out of steam because I'm bleary-eyed. God damn it. Well, all right. This is going to be a pretty short video. So yeah, Mustafa Ali, 24 years of funneling money to community organizations for no reason other than partisan power and manipulation of impoverished retards. Started under empty-headed George Bush, probably expanded massively under Obama. Yeah, the EPA, they're bad fucking people. Oh yeah, anecdotally, Jack Smith caught in a massive traffic jam last week. It was, no, the week before, whatever. I heard on the news in the morning there was a car accident on the local highway, and I'm like, 10 in the morning. Hate to be those assholes there, or whatever I said. But I figured by the time I went home, everything would be cool. But no. 10 a.m. There's an accident. but there was a fuel spill. And truck turned over, diesel fuel, was not a fuel transport truck. This fucking truck spilled a little bit of fuel. I went home. I left here at 5. I got home at 8 p.m. Traffic backed up for like 20 miles because the EPA had to get rid of the fuel. By the time I got up to the accident site, there were guys with power washers. They were probably power washing it all day, getting paid $50 an hour, $60 an hour to hold a power washer on the fucking highway. Diesel fuel, you put some fucking kitty litter on it. I mean, the old days, throw some kitty litter on it, open up the highway and traffic's rolling again, no problem. But nowadays, diesel fuel, what will become of it if it gets into the environment? Yeah, diesel fuel. You can throw a fucking match into diesel fuel. It won't burn. All the terpenes evaporate, and it's no longer viscous, for fuck's sake. So I mean, it's no longer liquid. Anyway, all right. So fuck the EPA. Long and the short of the EPA is like if you go to the doctor with a stub toe and the doctor puts you in a wheelchair for the rest of your life because you might develop arthritis in that toe at some point in the future. That's the fucking EPA. Overkill, wasting money, and God, my rage toward the government. Yeah, I'm sure the EPA has pissed away more money on phony climate studies than anybody. All right, so go fuck yourself, especially if you're in the government, especially if you're in the EPA. Jack Smith out.